Have you ever had that spine-chilling moment when you spot something in the sky and you just can't wrap your head around what it might be? Maybe it's a light that's too fast to be a plane, or an object that doesn't quite fit into our understanding of what flies in our skies. Well, you're not alone. For decades, these sightings have been subject of both fascination and fear for many of us, yet they've often been met with skepticism, if not outright dismissal, particularly by government entities. The word UFO was typically associated with hoaxes, conspiracy theories, and arguably a fair bit of mockery. But guess what? The winds of change are blowing. Governments, especially the United States, seem to be switching gears when it comes to unidentified flying objects, or as they are now commonly referred to, unidentified aerial phenomena. This is no longer the fringe stuff of late night talk shows. Serious conversations are happening, declassifications are occurring, and the narrative seems to be shifting. So today, we're going to delve into this fascinating and somewhat bewildering development. Buckle up, because we're about to venture into a world that was once brushed under the carpet, but is now making headlines worldwide. So let's rewind a bit and look at how government responses to UFO sightings have evolved. In the past, UFO sightings were typically treated with heavy skepticism by government authorities. One key example of this is Project Blue Book, an Air Force program in the United States that ran from 1952 to 1969. Its primary goal? To investigate claims of UFO sightings. The Project Blue Book team examined over 12,000 UFO reports. However, their conclusion was that most of these sightings could easily be explained away as misidentifications of natural phenomena or conventional aircraft. Only a small percentage remained unexplained, but even these, they argued, didn't provide any evidence of extraterrestrial life. Over the years, governments have notoriously maintained the veil of secrecy around UFOs, further fueling speculations and conspiracy theories. Classified projects, secret files, and a persistent refusal to publicly address the subject made UFOs a fertile ground for the rumour mill. The popular sentiment was simple: the government knows more than it's letting on.
To him, but he said all of a sudden it seemed to rock a little bit and sort of counterbalanced itself, wiggle a little bit, then seemed to settle down and take off at a rapid rate of speed.
The next day, reporters heard that the Air Force had found fragments of the mystery object crashed on a remote ranch northwest of Roswell. Excitement ran high until officials announced it was only a weather balloon.
Oh, but these are the characteristics of someone who has... do you prefer the term abductee or experiencer?
Actually, I prefer neither, but my partner uses abductee.
Moreover, this culture of denial and secrecy had a profound impact on individuals who reported UFO sightings. Witnesses, including credible ones such as pilots and military personnel, often faced stigmatization and ridicule. Their experiences were dismissed as illusions, misinterpretations, or in some cases, they were accused of perpetuating hoaxes.
And it turned out, he got home and said to his wife or his girlfriend, it's a bit weird. So I just got out of the car to look at a bright light, and I got back in the car and I grew a beard, and she said, never mind your beard, where have you been for 3 days? And what had happened is...
He passed out because he was pissed?
No. The UFO had taken him for 3 days, but he'd only thought that he'd only looked at it and it went away.
Yeah.
But what had happened is, he took him and he grew a beard because he hasn't had a shave.
This stigma discouraged many potential witnesses from coming forward, thereby stifling open discourse on the subject. It's important to understand this backdrop, as it adds significant weight to the recent pivot we're witnessing in the UFO narrative. This isn't just about acknowledgement of unexplained phenomena, it's about challenging decades of secrecy, denial, and ridicule. Fast forward to recent years, and a slew of new UFO sightings have begun to challenge the status quo. Notably, many of these sightings have been reported by military personnel whose credibility is hard to question. For instance, there have been several reports from US Navy pilots of unidentified objects performing seemingly impossible maneuvers. These aren't the fuzzy, indistinct images or dubious eyewitness accounts that one might typically associate with UFO sightings. These are credible witnesses describing encounters with phenomena that defy our current understanding of physics.
And we were almost on a daily basis seeing on our radar, on our cameras, and with our eyeballs, objects that weren't supposed to be there. We were seeing dark gray or black cubes inside of clear spheres that were operating anywhere from stationary, zero airspeed, even in the wind, all the way up to upwards of 1.1 to 1.2 Mach, which I've personally witnessed.
The release of high-quality video footage has also played a significant role in shaping perceptions. Gone are the days of blurry, questionable footage taken by civilians. Now, We have infrared video captured by military-grade equipment showing objects with flight capabilities beyond any known human technology. For example, the famous Tic Tac UFO video captured by the US Navy FA-18 Super Hornets targeting system shows an object that seems to defy the laws of aerodynamics. This footage, among others, presents a more compelling case for the existence of UFOs than ever before.
More transparency is from the Biden administration on the shooting down of these 4 objects. Lawmakers also want better detection systems for unknown objects entering U.S. airspace.
Perhaps the most telling change in government attitude came when the US government officially declassified 3 UFO videos in 2020. These videos, which were initially leaked to the public in 2017-2018, show unexplained aerial phenomena captured by Navy pilots. By officially releasing these videos, the US government not only acknowledged the phenomena, but also opened the door to a more transparent dialogue on the subject. This action marked a dramatic departure from decades of secrecy and denial, signalling that the government is ready to take the subject of UFOs seriously, and this is the shift we'll be delving into next.
We are not alone. So if you see something strange in the sky, it's really, I consider, a 50-50 chance that it is an alien contact.
Public opinion has been instrumental in pushing this new direction. As the number of credible sightings continued to grow, so too did the demand for transparency from the public.
We have been living a lie on this planet for so long, since the beginning of Homo sapien. No one has told humanity we're not alone.
It wasn't just curiosity. Many began to question what these sightings could mean for our understanding of the world and the universe beyond. This public pressure made it increasingly difficult for governments to dismiss UFO sightings as mere illusions or easily explainable phenomena. Another important factor to consider is the implications of these sightings for national security. If the UFOs spotted by military personnel aren't of earthly origin, what does this mean for our defenses?
You guys are beaming a signal in this fucking trailer park with my permission, not me.
And if they are human-made, then whose technology is so far ahead, and why don't we know about it?
What, do you own space? No, NASA does.
NASA?
These questions add an element of urgency to the UFO discussion, moving it out of the realm of mere curiosity and into the sphere of national security concerns. In response to these developments, the US Department of Defense established the Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force in 2020. Their mission? To detect, analyze, and catalogue UAPs that could potentially pose a threat to the US national security. The establishment of this task force signifies a major shift in the official stance on UFOs, demonstrating a commitment to understanding and addressing these phenomena. By taking these steps, the government has begun to peel back the layers of secrecy that have surrounded UFOs for decades. But as we're about to see, this transparency might only be the beginning. With this new approach to unidentified flying objects, what does this mean for our understanding of these enigmatic phenomena? First of all, it marks a shift away from denial and towards inquiry. This renewed focus could lead to new insights about the nature of these objects, whether they are advanced human technology, natural phenomena yet to be explained, or evidence of extraterrestrial civilizations. The societal and scientific impacts of this shift are profound. Scientifically, it paves the way for legitimate research into areas previously deemed fringe or pseudo-scientific. Societally, it legitimizes the experiences of thousands of individuals who have reported sightings but have often been stigmatized. It also pushes us as a society to question our place in the universe and consider the potentially humbling reality that we may not be alone. Could this recent shift be a prelude to a major disclosure about UFOs in the future? It's certainly possible. The US government's declassification of videos, establishment of a dedicated task force, and acknowledgement of the existence of these unidentified aerial phenomena hint at a potential for more significant revelations in years to come. So there you have it, a comprehensive look into the government's shifting stance towards UFOs. We've travelled from the days of outright denial and secrecy, through the long-standing ridicule and stigmatization of witnesses, to the recent admission of the existence of these unidentified phenomena. The disclosure of high-quality footage increased public pressure for transparency, and the establishment of the UAP task force indicate a significant shift. But what does it all mean? While we may not have all the answers yet, we can certainly agree that we're in a different era of openness and inquiry. This shift potentially opens up new scientific fields and encourages us to reconsider our place in the universe. It's an exciting time, and who knows what astonishing revelations lie ahead. If you ask me, they're just servants of Satan. Do not get on their healing ships. But with that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, keep looking up.